Doon 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 doon. I don't know what's happening on my computer. Doon 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 doon. What is going on, dude? Dun, 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 dun. I don't even know if I'm live. Am I live? Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, wait. Where's the camera? Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, man. Dude, my computer is tripping out like to the max right now, man. Like, it's telling me one thing, but I'm seeing a completely different thing. YouTube is tripping. I don't know what's happening here, but hold on, where's the camera? Where's the camera, son? Whoa, your boy! Alright. Let me make sure we over here and good to go. Ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I think we should be good to go right there. Bro, I don't know what my computer has going on right now, but it is tripping. It is tripping out. But ladies and gentlemen, this... I don't even know where to begin, bro. On Monday morning, not just Monday night, not any of that. On Monday morning. Wait, is the audio good? Bro, my computer's tripping so hard, I don't even know if the audio's good. Let me know if the audio's good. And because I was told to stay away from all spoilers since Monday. So I'm gonna make sure and only look at the chat for the audio. Is the audio good? Are we Gucci? Is audio Gucci? Audio's good? Yo, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much, bro. Yo, so check me out, y'all. Monday morning, they reached out to your boy and they were like, son, get off social media immediately. And I was like, bro, it's Monday morning. Like, how is that possible? How in the world is that possible? Like, the only other time that I remember us having to stay off this long was, I think it was the Friday before we had to get off for chapter 1044, I think it was. And it's like, man, since then we haven't had to be off for this long. Bro, Monday morning? But hey, like I always say, this series, let me turn on the second camera, just in case. Like I said, my computer's tripping really hard, so let me just double check and make sure I got the second camera rolling. But yo, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. This caught me so off guard. Before we get into anything, a massive shout out to my cousin Adrian. I had no idea the chapter was out. I didn't know when it was going to drop. And like I said, my computer's tripping, everything's tripping out. But thank God for the bloodline, for my family coming in clutch. And my cousin Adrian was like, yo, chapter's out. I was like, yo, chapter's out, we're out. If the chapter is out, we're out, because it doesn't matter. We had a hurricane hit us just a couple of hours ago. But that hurricane wasn't stopping Peak. Stopping what? Hurricanes can't stop Peak. It can't stop us from coming in here today. That's probably why my computer's tripping out. It can't stop us from coming in here today to read the latest installment. Not in that Wano and Onigashima greatness. No longer the Reverie greatness. Not even the Whole Cake Island greatness. Taking us all the way back to the beginning of the channel with Dressrosa. We ain't doing none of that at this point in time. Right now, as we speak, we're post 1034. We're in that final saga greatness. We are here today to read the latest installment in Futurama Peace. In that lore peace. In that Egghead Island peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to read what is nearly the best-selling comic of all time, and undisputedly the best-selling manga in history. And what we're going to be reading here today, with the amount of times I was told to get off social media, Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne better be watching their back, son, because we coming. Y'all saw Film Red this weekend? 10 mil. 10 mil. When I saw that number, I didn't even know 10 million people knew what One Piece was in North America. Especially when I started. It is crazy how big anime has gotten, man. And I've always come from, like, my city has always shown love to anime and manga. Naruto and Bleach. Everyone was in the Naruto and Bleach where I live. You know what I mean? Dragon Ball, like... But One Piece was always my thing. You know what I mean? That was just my thing, you know? And so to see that so many people, not just where I live, but around where I live, are into the GOAT now. They are into the greatness. Like, yo, that puts so much happiness in my heart. And that's what we're here today to read chapter 1066 of that One Piece. Yo, my laptop is all the way in the flag north. My peg leg is feeling a little better, by the way. Doesn't mean I can go crazy, but it is feeling a little better. So let me go get my laptop. Oh, I don't even know. I'm not ready, bro. You know, every single time that I get told to get off social media like a million times, it kind of scares me. Like, I was trembling before I came on here. I was like, man, especially where we are, dog. Like, it's the final saga. You know what I mean? Like, how much more insane can it get after the latest chapter? You know what I mean, bro? Like, that was that might have been the craziest reveal in the entire series. With what we just got at the end of 1065. So it's like, man, what are we about to do, bro? What's about to go down, son? But let's get right into it, y'all. Of course, if you'd like to follow along, you already know where to go. If my boys are in the chat, shout out to that T, that C, and that B, ladies and gentlemen, because listen to me, ever since the stream, well, honestly, before that, the one manga, then the manga stream, then Jaimini's, and now we're here with that DCB, carrying the legacy of all those on their shoulders. So shout out to the T, the C, and the B. Let me see if I can find which one of these is One Piece. Because unfortunately I could not get the link. Oh, there it is, right on top. 1066, perfect. Alright. True Roofers ad today? No True Roofers ad. Yo, y'all are tripping, bro. Where's the True Roofers ad, son? Come on, man. Okay. Let's see, chapter 1066. Alright, One Piece 1066, The Will of Ohara. My laptop hit the floor! My laptop hit the floor, dog. I get it. I understand. Wait. Yo, my laptop went flying. The title was too much. One Piece chapter 1066, The Will of Ohara. It's finally time, dog. So based on where we left off last chapter, it's finally time to see some voice entry stuff, bro. Is that what I mean? Led to believe, son. The Will of Ohara, son. And we ain't talking about the YouTuber. Shout out to my dog Ohara, but we ain't talking about you, my man. We're talking about the Ohara. The Germo 66. We're back to this cover page? Germo 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage. Volume 23, Returning to Germa with Company. Returning to Germa with Company, and we have their entire fleet just moving out here, son. And even something in the sky as well. Regardless, I can't think. I apologize. I'll think about the cover page later. That Will of Ohara cover page got me a little shook, bro. And my laptop, too. That thing legitimately almost broke right there. Notes. I got a new gas bar. Y'all think I just be coming up with this stuff on the fly. Dude, it's being fed to me. Oda said it himself. He said, I got new gas. My man said, I got new gas at Barbecue Grill recently. That's where he's cooking these chapters. No wonder they've been coming out so fire, bro. He was cooking on an older grill. He was like, hey, when chapter 1054 dropped, he was like, hold up, man. My dog was like, wait, we're getting the final saga. Let me go ahead and get a nice Sanji type of grill, a nice Shokugeki no Soma type of grill. You know what I mean? He put that thing out. Probably ordered it directly off of some type of because listen. You gotta get the high quality barbecue grills around these parts, man. And my boy Oda, he's a man of high quality. So he was like, yo, if I gotta get some new gas, we gotta get some new gas. So you heard it from him first, man. It's not me. I talk about the premium gas. I know what's premium gas. And this just goes to show I know what I'm talking about. I have a degree in gas. Alright? I got a new gas barbecue grill recently. I'm learning to cook meat via convection. I can't wait till everyone gets to try it. And so translating this into our terms, he's like, yo, I'm still trying stuff out of the new grill. Wait until I master it. Wait until my boy masters the new grill. And the final saga is Oda who has mastered this new grill. He's already cooking, bro. Final Saga Oda's moving more different than anyone I've ever seen. So, alright, man. Let's get into the chapter. What are you saying? A futuristic city like this existed in the distant past? Let's go! It's time, boys! Dog, we've been waiting the entire series for this, man. A futuristic city like this existed in the distant past? A shock to the whole crew. This is just conjecture. I once knew a passionate archaeologist who was willing to risk his life to shed light on a certain ancient... And that, of course, was Clover. That was Clover, yo, when he was like... the Gorosei are so insane, bro. This man was speaking facts. He was spitting bars. And the moment before he said it, they were like, dog, kill him. Execute. Y'all know in Star Wars Episode 3 when they were like, yo, execute Order 66, they were like, son, just kill him. I don't care about Order 66. Kill him. And then after that, you do Order 66. You know what I mean? Like, bro, what Clover was about to say right there was going to be absolutely insane. I once knew a passionate archaeologist was willing to risk his life to shed light on a certain ancient kingdom. Not only that, but at a certain site, machinery was excavated that dated back to the same era as the kingdom. Are we still live? Bro, I hit the mess out of the stand, son. Oh, I gotta back away before I knock this thing over. Dude, I'm telling you, it's not my fault, bro. It's not my fault. It's Oda. Blame Oda. Don't ever blame me, blame Oda. I'm just a messenger. Alright, I think we're still live. What does it say up there? Red button? Yeah, live. Okay. Not only that, but at a certain site, machinery was excavated that dated back to the same era as the kingdom. Are you saying that machinery was created during the Void Century? You tell me. We've been saying this, bro. There's a reason why things have been taking place the way they have in this series, where we have not been able to see certain events. Bro, 1,000 chapters in, and no one has seen any of the ancient weapons except for Poseidon? Like, come on, dude. It was clear as day. For us to see it, it's like, yo, the reason we're seeing the ancient weapons is because they ain't ancient, baby. They're not ancient. Not only that, but at a certain site, machinery was excavated that dated back to the same era as the kingdom. And Robin is stressing, like, yo, are you saying that this machinery was created during the Void Century? And Shaka's like, yo, you tell me. You know something about this, Robin? No doubt it's a painful memory, but 22 years ago your home of Ohara was eradicated by a buster call. I think that happened because Ohara uncovered the details of that kingdom's existence. So, bro, remember last week we were talking about which one is the ancient kingdom, because after the Viz translation came out, it clarified, because in TCB it says civilization, right? So I was like, okay, are they referring to it in its entirety? Like almost everyone back then was rocking futuristic stuff, with only like Wano and other places who rejected it. didn't have like the futuristic machinery and stuff of that nature, which would make sense. But then when the Viz translation dropped, it changed over to kingdom, like just specifically one kingdom. And so if it's just one kingdom, then it had all of us talking about it where we were like, wait, if it's just one place, then where is going to be the one place that was like the Egghead Island then? And so the first thing that came to all of our minds was like, wait a minute. And yo, Shaka's pretty much confirming just that. Like, yo, the details of that kingdom, the kingdom that Clover was about to say in that chapter back in Ennie's lobby, in Robin's flashback, was this same one that Vegapunk is talking about. Holy flashcards. I believe the history of the Void Century is the history of a conflict. One between an alliance of 20 nations and this forgotten advanced kingdom, dog. I'm starting to get chills, bro. I've been waiting for this the whole series, dog. I gotta read that line one more time. I believe the history of the Void Century is the history of a conflict. So specifically of a conflict, of course, it had to have been the case, right? One between an alliance of 20 nations, something we already knew, and this forgotten advanced kingdom. The Victorious 20, this is stuff we learned back in Saba already. Victorious 20 went on to form the world government and shape history as we know it. And of course, if we look back to chapter 907 with the empty throne, it looked like there were 20 dots that were pointing upwards. So it's like, okay, what is Oda cooking here, right? And to ensure that the ideas of the ancient kingdom wouldn't live on, they erased every trace of it from history. So Instant Messenger Sama, making sure that no ideas from that time period, I'm going to assume these are ideas that either directly contrast what Instant Messenger Sama's beliefs are in regards to like whatever it is, or maybe it's just the machinery and like fearing that, right? Fearing the potential that this advanced kingdom had was like, yo, wipe them out. But to erase every trace of it, to me, goes even further than that, right? It goes into someone who was attempting to just restart the universe like that, right? And actually be the ruler of a place where, like, before that point, that existed. From this point on, nothing beyond that ever existed. The world started from 800 years ago, or 900, whatever it is, with, as we know it, and that is what Instant Messenger Sama was trying to do. Which is so interesting to me, to ensure that the ideas of the ancient kingdom wouldn't live on. And what are those ideas? They erased every trace of it from history. And I'm going to assume rocks in God Valley had to have been spitting some of this stuff as well. That's crazy. Is this for real? An epic and romantic tale? Frankie's like me, dog. Hang on, Vegapunk, you mean everyone who knows about this? Everyone's been killed, dog! Everyone's been erased. Every island, every person, everyone who's showcased. That's why they're going to annihilate this man. To ensure the ideas of the ancient kingdom wouldn't live on, they erased every trace of it from history. Every trace, but they were unsuccessful. Because the ancient weapons still exist. Gets eliminated indeed. Then why did you tell us? No, I'm pretty sure Usopp and Nami were like, brother, you just sent us to our death. You sent us to Dead Man Wonderland. Like, bro, what'd you do, dog? You sent me on a first-rate ticket to Dead Man Wonderland, dog. Gets eliminated indeed. Then why'd you tell us? I can't hear it. Oh, he's like, you know, whenever you hear a spoiler and you're just like, oh, I wish I didn't hear that. You try your hardest to unhear it, but you heard it. You already heard it. It's like, I can't unhear it. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, man, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure Usopp's just like that. It's like, bro, come on, brain, forget you didn't hear that. This is literally when like, I get spoiled, dude. I'm like, yo, come on, brain, forget it. Just forget it. Then I'll be like, dang it, I can't forget it. I just can't. I can't. It's flipping there. Like I said, this is just conjecture. So tell me, Nico Robin, if I am right, and that discovery is why Ohara was wiped out, then wouldn't the government's actions be tantamount to a confirmation? Why are you asking about this? The scholars did devise a theory after all their extensive research. Dog, I'm getting goosebumps, bro. After all their extensive research. But wouldn't someone as high up in the government as you know about it already? I'm afraid government affiliation makes no difference. I'm kept in the dark like everybody else. Of course. Dog, people within this place don't even know that M exists. The only individuals that know that we exist, outside of the Gordo are like a handful. That's it. That's it, and maybe not even a handful. Even bringing this topic up to them would result in my immediate erasure. And exactly with, as we saw with what potentially happened there with Cobra, right? Of like, Cobra was attempting to bring up certain things that shouldn't be talked about. We saw what happened. And stop telling us. Usopp's like, brother, stop! Like, push the brakes. Then stop telling us this is just torture. Let's get out of here. If that's true, how could you know they were researching that kingdom? All the books and materials were on Ohara, and they were, the will of Ohara lives on. I gotta go peg leg. For a sec. Hold up. I gotta go peg leg for a sec, bro. Dog. Yo, a line like that would send chills over anyone, son. What? The will of Ohara lives on. Hold on, bro. If that's true, how could you know they were researching that kingdom? All the books and materials were on Ohara, and they were, the will of Ohara lives on. What does he mean by that? That day shocked the world. In a single night, Ohara, the island renowned for its love of knowledge, was wiped out, save for one little girl. And that's our Robin. Dang, look at her face. The scholars were labeled devils, dissidents who plotted to overthrow the government. A few months after the incident, I paid a visit of my own to the scorched earth of Ohara. I was acquainted with Professor Clover, the foremost authority on archaeology. I figured I should at least leave some flowers for him. You know, bro, every hair on my neck is dead. You knew Professor Clover? His obsession with the Void Century fueled his adventurous lifestyle. And yo, we see young Clover. His obsession with the Void Century fueled his adventurous lifestyle, searching for relevant texts the world over. The Marines incarcerated him on at least 10 occasions. Clover! By the time he settled down, he was the world's most famous archaeologist. So he was out here specifically living the pirate life, but as an archaeologist first and foremost. Like, over having fun, or at the same time as having fun, going out and just trying to explore all of the world's secrets. What did he learn? Over time, countless scholars were drawn to him, and they all flocked to Ohara. It truly became the holy land of archaeology. Unfortunately, the aftermath of those talented minds coming together would prove tragic. When I stepped foot on what in the flying flagnards is that thing? Bro, what is this thing in the middle of the page, dog? It's like it's human, but it's not. Bro, this thing looks scary, dog. What do you call this? It's like it's holding. I'm going to assume this is Vegapunk because he's holding flowers. But bro, we were playing around. Or I was like halfway playing around when I said this might probably be like Hector con Carne, you know, from the prologue or the prelude to Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy, or like Aro Nieto from Bleach. But dog, is he legitimately like that? Look at this. Bro, this looks so weird. He has a massive neck. When I stepped foot on Ohara, even the tree of knowledge had been burned to cinders. I was speechless when I saw it. Dude, this junk looks so weird. It just looks unsettling. I don't know, but it looks cool. But the lake at the center of the island had been filled with an unbelievable number of books. Did they manage to actually save the books? I could only assume that it was the work of the scholars. They must have dedicated their... Yes, bro, we remember that. We remember that clearly. They dedicated... They were like, yo, save the books. Whatever we do, save the books. I can only assume that it was the work of the scholars. They must have dedicated their final moments to ensuring that the future had access to the treasure trove of knowledge. If any Marines did discover the books, they were apparently too ignorant to understand their value and left them be. Ohara had triumphed over them. When I realized that, I couldn't stop myself from crying. And we literally see Vegapunk like shaking and shedding tears because he's like, yo, their sacrifices weren't in vain. They were not wiped out. I carry their legacy, and now I'm about to give you that legacy, Robin, because you actually are the person who carries on Ohara's will. Oh, this is peak, son. And Robin, bro, no, not even Nico, Olvia, son. Please take care of Robin. Make sure she escapes the island. I still have a duty to see to here. Mommy, I don't want to leave you. Let me stay too. Still one of the all-time greatest flashbacks, bro. Ever. Save the books. Get the reference materials out of the library. Jaguar Diesel. Robin, history is our greatest treasure. It must be preserved. We can't just give up on your future. Zenith. The Zenith. Mommy! Be proud, Robin. Your mama's an honorable woman. Ohara stood up to the world. Legendary flashback, man. Robin, stop crying, bro. You gotta make me tear up, dog. You helmet-wearing bastard. How dare you make Robin cry? That's it, Vegapunk. You better release these shoes. Vegapunk. It's just as you said. They came to the same conclusions about the kingdom before the incident. I see, so it's all true. Where are the books from the lake now? I really wanted to take them back to Punk Hazard. But I knew if the top brass ever caught wind, it would be all over. So instead, they were taken by the people I saw that day. That day? Ohara West Blue 22 years ago. A few months after the Buster Call incident. Someone else is visiting the debris? The people I saw that day, Ohara West Blue 22 years ago, a few months after the Buster Call incident. Someone else visiting the debris? Giants. Alright, let's pull them up. Giants? Who are they? What should I do? So we see Vegapunk here on the left. Who are they? What should I do? Do they have any idea how important those books are? So giants were coming in to collect this. It's been a while, Vegapunk. As usual, that head of yours makes you stand out. It's been a while, Vegapunk. As usual, that head of yours makes you stand out. Oh, is that Vegapunk? Yo, he's rocking a Recon mustache? Yo! Wait a minute! This man Vegapunk's rocking a Recon mustache. Yo, I don't gotta go to college no more, bro. Oh, I'm going tomorrow, and I'm sending them a picture of Vegapunk. I'm sending all my professors a picture of Vegapunk. I'm be like, yo, why am I here on Vegapunk? Why am I here? Why am I here? He's got the glasses. He's got the I'm pulling up tomorrow. Oh, I'm pulling up tomorrow, son. Oh, no. This is better than a degree. Ah, your boy. Oh, yo, y'all think I be... Bro, everything that we say here is... I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, son. Oh, we love to see it. It's been a while because usually is that you? So he knows! So Dragon does know the voice! I knew it! Dragon knows! Dragon knows! Oh, so that's how we create the Revolutionary Army, and that's how Dragon came to know it! Oh, that's the connection! That's the connection! Monkey D! Oh, and he doesn't have the tattoo! Bro, what in the world is this man Vegapunk's head? Is that just how large his brain is? Bro, where's my Santa hat, dog? Wait. Oh, my other camera tipped over. Oh, bro. I was like, yo, what in the flag is that? It's Dragon. Dragon, what are you doing here? That smile line in your head definitely looks like it's gotten a lot bigger. I mean, can you blame him? You look at all the knowledge he's absorbing. I knew Old Man Clover. You too? Yo, and this is pre-tattoo Dragon. That pretty much implies exactly what I've been saying this entire time. That the tattoo could potentially be something that he got from the Void Sentry. You know what I mean? Because I remember back when the concept of Nika was brought up, I was like, what about if whenever we see Nika's face, he was actually rocking Dragon's tattoo, right? And that's not out of the realm of possibility anymore. So, especially now since I see him with just a straight face, like, yo, that's Monkey D. Dragon, y'all! So, this is how the Revolutionary Army started. It started after Vegapunk handed over what he found in Ohara to Dragon. I knew Old Man Clover. Monkey D. Dragon, head of the Freedom Fighters, 33 years old. Dr. Vegapunk, head of Punk Hazard Laboratory, 43 years old. So Vegapunk's only 43? I knew he was once a bit of a hooligan roaming the seas, but all that nonsense about him trying to destroy the world, it's blatant propaganda. Dragon, are you worried about the giant? Dude, it's flipping Dragon. I've been wanting to see more from Dragon for like he even has his hands in his pocket, bro. Like, I was more. He's rocking a Hunter pants. Look at those things. You can't tell me that doesn't remind you of the Hunter logo, bro. You can't tell me no. Are you worried about the giants? They're not scavengers. I had a word with them just now. It seems they're from Elbaf, and they're fully aware of the value of those books. Of course, bro, because they have to have... There's a reason why, once again, if we're talking about the reason why Oda hid the ancient weapons, could you imagine the real reason why Oda hid Elbaf from us up until this point? There's probably a treasure trove of ancient Void Century stuff there. Their captain was a strange giant wrapped from head to toe in bandages. He said Ohara sacrificed itself for those treasures and he couldn't let them be erased from history. After seeing a government lackey like you were looking about, I'm glad they're here to scoop them up and keep them safe. So he called them a government lackey. That's very interesting. Hey, you know I'd never... You passed on joining the Freedom Fighters a while ago, but it still made me sick to hear about you becoming one of their lapdogs. So, Vegapunk decided not to join the Freedom Fighters a while ago. And so, of course, I'm going to assume in order to get more access to, the treasure trove of knowledge that we all assume the world government actually has, then he decided to become one of their lapdogs, right? Don't be stupid, your ragtag operation was always too poor. What good are my skills and intellect if I can't actually build anything? I know, you're as blunt as ever. This is crazy, dude. It's flipping Dragon and Vegapunk. And Vegapunk, I forget everything I said. He don't look like me, dog. He don't look like me, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. We're rocking the mustache, though. We're rocking the mustache. But that ain't me. It might be me whenever... this might be me when I'm older. And instead of that massive head, that massive brain, it's just a bunch of sand hats. I can see that. The world government is an insanely huge organization. There are plenty of decent people on the inside that can be reasoned with, especially in the Navy. Don't lose sight of the end goal, Dragon. I get it, but I can't just sit back after this. It's too damn much. Oh, man. Those harmless scholars were brutally snuffed out just for questioning their authority. It's a farce. I'm gonna raise an army that can fight them head on. This is it! I thought you hated war. Just watch, Vegapunk. I'll change the world. The will of Ohara. Look at this, man. Dragons. Dog, the creation of the Revolutionary Army. The will of Ohara won't die with Clover. And within a year, he, Emporio Ivankov, and Bartholomew Kuma founded the Revolutionary Army, which continues to shake the world to this day. So that's interesting. They were called the Freedom Fighters beforehand. So Dragon had an idea. Even before reading up on the... Oh, man, son. So he left all of that information with Dragon. And even before, he was already wanting to be a freedom fighter, quote unquote, right? And then all of this, what happened with Ohara. So Ohara's destruction literally led to the creation of the Revolutionary Army. That is insane. And that honestly changes my entire perspective on what actually happened with Robin and Dragon during the 2-year time skip. Why didn't Dragon ever tell her? I'm going to assume the opportunity never presented itself, right? But that changes the entire thing. It's like he knew he had the last person. I had to carry on the will of Ohara. And he actually has the one, and you... What? Monkey. Dude, this is crazy, man. I feel like I just witnessed something I shouldn't have experienced, man. Like, Vegapunk's true, what he actually looks like. Dragon. The creation Revolutionary Army. Like, this feels like end of series stuff, man. Oh, Luffy's dad sounds so intense. Did you say Elbaf? Usopp, of course. Professor Clover's fate-motivated dragon? My head's gonna blow up. Why did Kuma help us? And why did you Exactly. Why did Kuma help us? And why did you modify him so much, Vegapunk? Eva? That bastard was one of the founding members of the Revolutionaries? Oh, not even Sanji knew about Ivankov. Because, of course, he was on the Newcomer Island, but I never knew that he didn't have the knowledge of Ivankov being a member of the Revolutionary Army. I would have thought that would have come up. The books from Ohara certainly couldn't be left to be found by the government, but my curiosity compelled me to make a discreet trip to Elbaf, where the books were taken. So the books were actually taken to Elbaf, and they allowed me to read each and every one of them. So Vegapunk, in that time period, read all of those books. In other words, I took everything Ohara uncovered about the world's secrets and memorized it. No wonder his brain is so huge. Bro, that hat, is that Saul? That's why he's bandaged up. They did talk about a giant who was bandaged up and told them about exactly what happened there. So Saul lived. Oh, that's going to be such a beautiful scene. If Saul's still alive, Saul reunited with Robin and Elbaf. Now there's another reason to be excited for Elbaf. Dude, Elbaf is going to have some Void Century greatness and the reunion between Saul and Robin. It's all in my head, and I've continued their research. Mega Goat! Mega Goat! That giant captain, he's called Saul, isn't he? He's in hiding. It is! Yo, it is! And Robin just can't stop with the tears. He's in hiding now, so I can't confirm anything. Wow! Bro! Oda's in final form, dog! Have we ever seen this man drop so much heat? What am I experiencing, bro? This year has been wild, dog. Legit. This year is the year. The year, man. What, dude? Thank you, Dr. Vegapunk. Thank you for not letting Ohara's sacrifice be in vain. Saul, bro, I didn't put two and two together. Oh, wow, dog. I tried to help progress every field of thought possible. It's my nature as a scholar. What? Oh, my shoes are moving on their own. I can't release you just yet. Follow me. There's something I want to show you. What else? Dog, what else could we see? What else could we see? Good Lord, man. Junkyard, Egghead, and then we're going to see the... Yo! I thought Zoe was lore piece galore. I don't know what this is, man. We just saw what led to the creation of the Revolutionary Army. Ohara, Clover, Saul is still breathing oxygen. Oh man, seeing Robin so happy, bro, it just brings a smile on my face, dog. And now he's gonna show them even more. Junkyard, Egghead, fabrication stratum. Oh my goodness. Chopper, there's no way to get in. It must be the type that moves on its own. Excuse me. Move, Robo. Does it need a special command? We just gotta say its name? Move, Robonosuke. Robonosuke. He's still thinking of his brother, man. He's like, yo, Momonosuke. Move, Robo King. Yeah, Robonosuke and Robo King. Those are good nicknames, Monkey D. You guys are such kids. Ain't no way it's moving. They activated it? The robot's gonna blow. I'm about to blow. The robot's about to go. Bro! Save me, Quasar! Who in the flag nurse is that? No good, another debacle. Please save me, Quasar. Perhaps space-time bent mid-warp? Perhaps space-time bent mid-warp? The robot's gonna blow. Save me, Quasar. No good, another debacle. Save me, please. Somebody please save me, Quasar. Perhaps space-time bent mid-warp. There's a guy like Kanimon here. So we see an old dude. He has something on his foot. Is this Vegapunk what he looks like now? I've gotcha. Sorry. It's him. Much obliged. You're Dragon's boy, right? You're Dragon's boy. That's fire. I knew you'd come. Good job on making it. Oh my, Bonnie, dear me, you sure have gotten big. It's splendid to see you so full of vigor. Old man, are you floating? Vegapunk! You can float too, you know. Those Dom shoes you're wearing have a nifty hover function. You see here, press the button on the side, grab the lever. And give it a big old push. Like this, that's the way. Gazooks! We've flown too far. And that's what Vegapunk looks like now. Save us, Quasar! The humble genius appears. Dr. Vegapunk, the man with the biggest brain in the world, leader of the Navy's SSG, Special Science Group. It's the greatest of all time, bro. It is just... It's... In one chapter, in one arc, Oda is already tying together so many things that it honestly just, it provokes this emotion out of me. I don't even know how to properly convey it. I don't know if it's gratitude. I don't know if it's joy, man. But it's chapters like these that make me so grateful for the fact that I've been with this the entire time. You know what I mean, y'all? Who in the flying flagnarts would have ever expected that the Ohara flashback from Robin's flashback in Enies Lobby, which is in volume 41, from chapter 394 to 397 or something like that. Who in the planet Earth would have thought that in one chapter we would come to understand the consequences of what happened there would lead to the creation of the Revolutionary Army, what Vegapunk actually looks like, the confirmation that Jaguar D. Saul is still alive, the confirmation for all of us to see that the ancient kingdom that Clover was referring to is the same one that Dr. Vegapunk is talking about, which is a highly advanced civilization, that machines came from that time period, which... Bro, y'all, dog, I don't know if y'all understand, man. One of the first videos I ever uploaded to the channel was a favorite volumes video on the old channel. And at the time, my favorite volume in the entire series was this one. Do y'all know how many times I've gone through this volume, dude? And I Dragon. I felt so happy for Robin, man. Like, you know whenever you want to shed a manly behind tear for someone, dude? That's me right now for Nico Robin, son. In one chapter, Robin was able to have the confirmation the will of Ohara lives on in Vegapunk, now with them, and Saul and Dragon. And now, with this chapter, Elbaf has been elevated even more than it already was before. Now when we get to Elbaf, we're gonna see the library of flipping Ohara. Oh. They told me Oda fell off. Where? Oh, I need oxygen, bro. Yo, this is one of those Oda's back chapters. You know what I mean? This is one of those y'all have the whole game on some Oda's back. Yo, bro. Where was the fall off, dog? We going up. My boy fell off the moon, maybe. We might have fallen off the moon. But that ship went right from the moon and not just going up to Uranus, dude. I don't know. Oh. Yo. Can we get much higher? Alright. Alright, man. Let me read some supers, bro. Let me read some supers. Let me turn off the other camera. I'm about to go crazy. This was an emotional one, man. It was. This was an emotional one. This was a crazy one. This was Lore Piece at its finest. This to Lore Piece is what Gear 5 was to me from an action standpoint. Just everything I could have ever asked for. And it's only the beginning. Seriously. Man. Numb Air, yo, hold up, man. Numb Air becomes a member. And Numb Air has not only become a member, but Numb Air is rocking a profile picture of one of the greatest characters in the history of anything. Leonhardt the Blade Lord, son. Whoa! And he joins the kingdom of peak fiction, son. Leonhardt the Blade Lord. Woo! I appreciate you so much. As a matter of fact, hold on, where's my Jordan jersey? I'm tripping, bro. Oh, son. Oh, yo, I'm sweating bullets, bro. Oh, I'm sweating. My camera just wants to fall to the ground. I get it. This chapter was crazy, but relax. Relax. Alright, let's go to the supers. I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating bullets, man. Yo, on a serious note, I appreciate everybody who stopped. I appreciate everybody who's still here. Let's have an awesome convo. Let's talk about this chapter. Let's go in, yo. Numb Air, thank you so much for joining the Kingdom of Peak Fiction, brother. I truly, truly appreciate you. And your profile picture is goated. It is goated, man. Leonhardt the Blade Lord. Shout out to Trails, dog. And shout out to that Trails influence in this chapter. You know what I mean? So, let's go to the supers. Bar M comes in with a 2 and says, if Oda out, we out. Let's go peak. Bar M, this was the peak of Lore Piece chapters. Honestly, like, this... we got to see the reason why the Revolutionary Army was created. We got to see it being tied together. That the direct consequence of Ohara being wiped out led to the Revolutionary Army being created, which showcases that when the Revolutionary Army win at the end of the series, that it was their fault. If they would have just let Clover say the name of the ancient kingdom, the Revolutionary Army wouldn't have had the gas that it was about to get, and none of it would have happened. But it's all their fault now. Now it's all their fault. That kill him line from Robin's flashback is about to be that set off the domino effect for everything that will take place afterwards. And it's so crazy that it was 22 years ago, which would imply that Dragon had to have met Luffy's mom somewhere in that time period. Somewhere in that time period, Dragon had to have met Luffy's mom. Or maybe he already met, because Luffy's 19. Hold on, bro. Let me read the supers. Let me read the supers. If Oda out, we out. Let's go peak. Shout out to my boy Bar M for the 2. And then Bar M comes in with a 10, and he says it better than I ever will. He comes in with a 10 and says, peak, goat, raw, that's it. That's Dragon, Vegapunk, and Jaguar D-Sol. Because, brother... what a chapter, Bar M. What a chapter. I appreciate you for the 10 so much, man. Peak Goat Raw for sure. I mean, listen. When this year comes to a close, when we do that chapter of the year stream, man, this might be the most diverse year we've ever had. I've been doing the chapter of the year thing for a while. And I think this is going to be the one year where there's going to be so many different lists. Like, a lot of different lists. Because it depends on what you like, right? If you're a lore piece lover, you're going to have chapters like this really, really high. If you love yourself some Gear 5, you're going to be like me, right? Have it extremely high. So it's going to... And then, of course, there's also individuals out there like myself that love the combination of it all, right? And there's Shanks, and there's the Blackbeard and Hancock chapters, and Instant Messenger Sama wiping out Lucia, and it's so much. It's so much, bro. Bar M, man, thank you so much for the 10, bro. Like I said, Pete, Goat, Raw, you know what it is. Recon. Stop playing, bro. Oh, he's spitting. The man marked by flames' soul. So the man marked by flames is not somebody who's gonna train Kid? The man marked by flames. Elbaf has all-time arc written all over it. I'm going through God of War. I'm sure a lot of y'all are playing it too. But as I go through God of War Ragnarok, it reminds me how interesting all that stuff is. Especially whenever you talk about the giants and into mythology and stuff of that nature. Which, by the way, Kratos. If there's anyone who speaks a universal language, it's flipping Kratos, right? But playing through that game has just had me so hyped for Elbaf. And now after this chapter, it's like, when we get there, it's Loki, right? It's Thor. It's gonna be all the giants that we heard of from the past, the reason why gigantification exists in the first place, right? Like, we're gonna find out the reasoning behind all of that. Obviously, that's where Big Mom comes from. It's like, there's so much there. But for the characters, bro, that's gonna be a big arc for Luffy when he goes Gear 5 and they recognize exactly who he is. It's gonna be a major arc for Robin. It's gonna be a major arc for Usopp. We're gonna be eating, son. Just character moments, and then if somehow the bark, the tree, the Atom Tree potentially being somewhere there as well, that could be something big for Frankie having 2 back-to-back big arcs would be cool too, right? If we go to Elbaf for this, but then it's like we expect Viking stuff there too, right? So Shanks gotta pull up. We know Shanks is based on Vikings. Regardless, I'm getting too far. Yo, Man Run by Flames, chapter of the year. Recon, if I didn't love 1044 as much as I do, as I've said for all these other hype chapters, I would say it was chapter of the year. Any other year probably will be chapter of the year. But I love 1044 too much. But I get it. I get it, Recon. Trust me, I get it, son. This chapter was goated. This was peak, man. Thank you so much for the super, Recon. I appreciate you, dog. And then the legendary Jack Me Hawk. We ain't getting the we're not getting demonetized today, baby. You feel me? No demonetization today, boy. Shout out to my boy Jack Me Hawk, man. That's my boy. He says, Saul was a slept-on Will of D character. Yes, 100%. He's going to be such an important character from here on out. And the fact that he is a giant with the Will of D is going to be huge. Huge. Yo, Namer, I see your comment. Trails goat, man. Trails goat, yo. Wow. Fable, bro. Goat piece this week, Fable. Goat piece. Bar M, Oda did just say he learned to cook. Bro, he said it within the text. My boy said that he's learning how to cook right now. Could you imagine when he finishes learning how to cook? Like, bro, Bar M, legit, man. Thank you for the tube, bro. Like, seriously, he said it. He said, that on me. Hey, we're learning how to cook. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Jack Me Off, man. Thank y'all so much, bro. Man. Dog, this chapter was crazy. And then we got Super Alatreon coming in for the Kingdom of Sadaz. Shout out to Super Alatreon. Yo. I appreciate you, dog. Yo, let me tell you about Super. Super went a couple of weeks ago. A lot of people have done this. It's something that has been with the channel for a long time. Thankfully, I'm very blessed for it. That when I'll get comments on older videos when somebody's catching up to Kingdom reactions, for example, or something along those lines. Super was doing this with the old One Piece reactions, and so every time I would see the comments, after I'm able to read the comments after today or after I read Hunter x Hunter. I'll finally be able to look at the comments again. I'll see sometimes somebody commenting on an old video. Super kept commenting on the oldest of like, and it just warmed my heart, man. It really, really did. Like, I would just see a comment next to like Pudding on a thumbnail or Sanji on a thumbnail, and like those Whole Cake Island chapters, they were special, man. And so, Super, nothing but love to you, yo. Nothing but love to you. Thank you for coming to the Kingdom of Santa Hats, dog. I appreciate you. This, man, dog, this chapter was goated, bro. And then Subra comes in with the hundo and says the giant fishing book is Hajruddin, GF member. Kid is an Elbaf, the flame mark, man. That's facts. Also, Dragon's pants has the mark that he tattooed on his face. That's what it reminded me of. Because whenever I saw it, I was like, it looks like the Hunter x Hunter logo, low-key. But you're absolutely right. That was the logo that we see on his face. So there goes my Nika thing, right? Well, maybe, right? You know what I mean? Maybe. But, wow. Dude. Yeah, no, that's facts. That is hard facts, though, Subra, in regards to the Dragon's Pants. And then you're talking about Hajruddin. Like, Hajruddin, Oda has been cooking with Hajruddin in regards to us potentially... Oh, man, but then that's going to bring in the Alliance. My brain, bro. My brain, son. Holy planets. Thank you, Super Dog. Yeah, but Kid. So are we going to meet Kid and Elbaf? Whoa! Fable! Relax! Yo, shout out to Laffy Traffy in the comments section. Nothing but love to Laffy Traffy. Go check out... Yo, Laffy Traffy, if you already did your reaction, go check out Laffy Traffy's reaction, yo. An awesome individual. Super comes in with a 2 and says Hajruddin and Gerd cameo VP based on Einstein. That's who was in the so that was the connection that Super was talking about earlier in regards to that's why it looks so familiar in with the books, right? Talking about the people who were extracting the books. That's what it was. And of course, Vegapunk being based on Einstein. Yeah, we can see that there at the end of the chapter. That's super cool. Thank you, Superman, for the 2. Yo, Fable comes in with a 50. Ugh. Fable. I've been hyping Elbaf for so long. Still can't compete with how much Oda hypes Elbaf, my goat. I'm about to be there with you, bro. Real talk. Elbaf's about to be the one. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, it's been set up for so many years. But with every arc... But now with every chapter, the closer we get to it, the more it could legitimately be one of the all-time GOATs at this point. It's just... Man. Yo, Elbaf could legit be, like, all-time. And like I said, you've obviously been a believer. It's something that, if it happens, no one's ever going to be, oh, no, it's like, yo, it's been built up for so long. If that's the one, it's going to be the one. But the fact that now we're going to get voice entry, we already knew character moments were going to be coming. We already knew we were going to get out of that arc with something massive, thanks to the Usopp stuff. Now after Luffy with the Gear 5 and Nika stuff, obviously the Sun God has a lot to do. It's very important to Elbaf, so that is going to be key there as well. And now with Robin's connection, and now we can look forward to all of that. It's just going to be so good, bro. Elbaf's going to be so good, man. Fable, thank you for the 50, dog. Holy flagnards, man. You're my goat. You're my goat. I appreciate you, Faithful, man. Thank you so much, bro. Man, what a chapter. Man. Y'all. Oh, my brain hurts, bro. My brain is legitimately, like, tweaking right now, man. Aokiji, Helix says Aokiji used Ice Time Capsule against Saul and we chose to ignore it. Bro, we chose to ignore. That's right. Oh, Aokiji let him live. So, you're right. Aokiji let him live. Aokiji's going on my favorite characters list. Aokiji is going up my favorite characters list. He was already a GOAT. But now that it's confirmed that Saul's alive, can we get much higher? Yo, can we get much higher? Whoa! relax, y'all. It's too late for all this, man. Holy sweet mother of Flagnards. The Ashen Samurai Jiro comes in and joins the kingdom of peak fiction. Like, yo, Jiro, the Ashen One. I appreciate you, dog. Holy Flagnards. Yo, y'all are on a different one tonight, man. Y'all are on a different one tonight, bro. Yo, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much for joining the Kingdom of Peak Fiction, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you so much. And then we got Arend van der Bleek coming in with a 5,000 CRC. What if the reaction from the giant corpse in the ground is not caused by Vegapunk coming out, but by Luffy's possible connection with the giants? Loki inspired. Was Luffy's mom a giant? Yo. Arend. Yo, Arend. That's a little spicy, dog. I love that. The reaction from the giant corpse, so the robot, the mecha, the Robo-Nosuke that we saw in this chapter. What if the reaction from the giant corpse in the ground is not caused by Vegapunk coming out, but it was actually caused when Luffy specifically called out to it? Loki inspired, definitely. And so now the question, like you said, is, was Luffy's mom a giant? That is fascinating. The reason why that fascinates me is then Luffy going into Gear 3rd, and specifically Luffy in Gear 5, whenever he had that massive giant panel, that's like his natural state. Oh. Dog, I would be so... I'd be going crazy, man. That'd be so peak. That would be so peak, man. So peak. Oh, Arend, I love that theory, bro. I do. Oh, bro, that would mean... Dude, that chapter 1045 panel of Gear 5 Luffy would be immortalized. Immortalized. Oh, man. Arend. See, this is why I'm so glad I do live streams. Because y'all just continue to feed this heat. Goodness gracious. This chapter put such a big smile on my face, man. Yo, Namer, man. Legit, yo. Legit. Yo, Silva, my boy. Silva, peak fiction, bro. Peak flipping fiction, man. Oh, snap. Bar M comes in with a 5. Bar M comes in with a 5 and says, seeing Robin find out Saul was alive and her crying reminded me of the dead as she. That honestly got to me. Both in the moment and whenever I thought back to it at the end of the chapter. It honestly got to me. It made me really, really emotional because, like I said, that flashback means the absolute world to me on so many different levels. But to know that what happened there is still having consequences on what's taking place here. Anytime we get a Robin moment, it's special. That's why last year, that 1020, 1021, those two chapters were as highly regarded as they were, because obviously we all want to see Robin greatness. That is a character we all love. That's the only character I have a poster of in my room, right? Like this is a character that we very, very beloved. And what I mean by that's a lie. I have one of Ichigo. I have one of Luffy. You catch my drift. But like we all love Robin, right? And so to have a moment for her in this chapter where she can finally, after the most recent arc, right? In Wano, we already got to see how much the events of the series have, like, impacted her. How she's able to now rely on other individuals, rely on the wings, right? And it's like, yo, if I gotta be an Espada to whoop you, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna do it for the Straw Hats. I'm gonna do it for my goats. And now to see this chapter, where finally, after all of these years, that wound from all the way back then, the fact that she was the only survivor of Ohara, now she knows that other individuals are also carrying the will of Ohara. It just brings He said, how could that not bring out a tear, right? The fact that Saul is alive and then seeing Robin's reaction is peak fiction. Peak flipping fiction, man. Bar M, man, legit. The like seriously, bro. Dragon is him. Yo, Dragon is him, Silva. Dragon pulled up with some flowers and said, I'm declaring war. This man didn't have a person to his name. He didn't have a person to his name. No one on the payroll. No one. It was just him. He was the freedom fighter. And after finding out what happened to Ohara, he said, I'm declaring war. I don't care what they have. 3 admirals. All of the Marineford. Sengoku. Garp. I'm declaring war. I'm going right up there in their seat. Oh my God, dude. As if the dragon hype wasn't already real. Dragon likes big tings, lazy muffles. Big tings. So Luffy's mom gotta be a giant. Yeah, yo, Vortex is spitting. So Vortex, shout out to Vortex, says Vegapunk said that he bent space and time. Yeah, he did say that, right? He most certainly did say that in this chapter. For something like bending... Yo, hold on, I see something right here. RN Vanderbleek comes in. Remember, for 4 months... Yo, flipping, bro. Y'all are crazy tonight, dog. For 4 months, and the Kingdom of Santa, as Loki is considered a trickster god, knowing for being neither fully good nor evil, since his main aim was always to create chaos. The will of D. I love that. Let me read that one more time. Loki is considered a trickster god, knowing for being neither fully good nor evil, since his main aim was always to create chaos. The will of D. That's facts. That's facts, man. RN, man, thank you, yo. Thank you. The will of Ohara lives on panel might be the best one in the chapter. For me, I don't even know which one. The one that stuck out to me the most is Robin's reaction to Saul. But that Will of Ohara lives on legitimately, like we're talking about goosebumps-wise, the most goosebumps. The most goosebumps. So, Quasar. So the robot's going to blow. We have this massive thing going out. Save me, Quasar. No good, another debacle. Somebody please save me, Quasar. Perhaps space-time bent mid-warp. So, perhaps space-time bent mid-warp. What does that mean? Was he attempting to warp somewhere? The real Dr. Vegapunk, bro. Oda, man. Oda, bro. Legit Bar M. It's like the origin started, went to go get Kuma and Eva. So now that pretty much confirms that we're going to get at some point. So the Kuma connection is going to come in very, very soon. The Bonnie Kuma flashback is going to reveal that, of course, with Dragon as well. But that's probably going to bring in when Dragon went to go get Kuma. Which probably means that whatever happened there was directly, like, whenever he went to go join the revolutionaries and all that stuff happened there, that we're going to get that flashback eventually. My brain. This man went out and started recruiting, bro. Like he was a college football coach just pulling up to a whole bunch of 5-star recruits. Like, son, come home to the good old Revolutionary Army. Like, yeah, we'll give your parents a full, I'll get you all the whip, get you all the full course meals. You know, I got him with a Nick Saban. You know what I mean? You got him with the Bama. Like, yo, I'll give you a full whip. Your son's getting a full ride, man. Your son's getting a full ride to the state of Alabama. And you already know he's going to be a 5-star running back. He's coming in. He's going to be starting. He's going to be a third string first year. By the time second year rolls around, we're always in the national championship. It's pretty much the Alabama Invitational until this year when they got whooped twice. Well, not whooped, but, you know. And then, so it's like, yo, and it's the same thing with Clemson, with Georgia, with Ohio State, all these, you know, the big colleges, like, yo, they go in, and when the parent sees one of those coaches talking with their son, it's like, yo, you're going to that school. I don't care. You're going to that school. You know what I mean? That was Dragon. Dragon pulls up. He's pulling up like one of those schools. Like, yo, hold up, man. That's Monkey D. Dragon. That's the 5-star recruiter. You feel me? Like, yo. Come on, man. Yo, OMG, this chapter. I can't believe for taking an hour to read the chapter. I think it probably took me that long too, dude. This was OMG. This was a special chapter. This is a special chapter. Look at the cover of chapter 442, Pluto. Thank you, yo. Where is 442? That is Post in his lobby, right? If I'm mistaken. Or is that Thriller Bark? No, yeah, that's Thriller Bark. Yo, Noel said Georgia top 1. Yo, Georgia is definitely number 1 this year, yo. Y'all are. After that win over Tennessee, it's undisputed. Undisputed, Noel. The Dogs, Stenson Bennett? Y'all are going in. Yo, that defense is nothing to play with, man. Y'all are legit top 1. You're legit top 1. It's not even close. Let me see, chapter 442. Oh, shoot. Yo, Pluto. Pluto, where in the flying flag north did you find this? Hey, yo! God, the clock even has the foot. Dude, we're going to space, bro. We're going to space, dude. We're going to space, bro. Are these Vegapunk shoes? Wait. Is that thing on his hat the same? Is that Vegapunk's, bro? That's Vegapunk's? Bro. Bro, what are we doing anymore, man? Yo. Everything comes back to the NL cover store, no matter what. Dog, end of series, when we look back, when we look back at the end of the series, at the giant straw hat, you know, the big straw hat that we saw in, I'm trying to remember which one of the NL cover story that is, but you know, the same one that we talked about for the giant straw hat chapter and for the Uranus chapter. When we look back at the entire NL cover story, we're gonna understand how much this man Oda was cooking all the way back in 2003. Dog, you know what I was doing in 2003? I was playing Kingdom Hearts. Brother, I was on the PS2 playing Kingdom Hearts. And this man was out here cooking a masterclass. Son, we were playing what year did Vice City come out? I don't know, man. Whenever we had the big head sheet on, we're playing Vice City, whatever. Y'all know what it was, bro. Y'all know what it is. Listen, it was 2003. Triple H was on his the golden shovel. You know what I mean? He was in his golden shovel mode on Monday Night Raw every single week. Always coming out every Monday with the bandage, him and Ric Flair. And it's like, yo, that was 2003, man. And this man has been cooking since then. We caught a Vegapunk mark in 4K on NL's cover story. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, yeah. I see the hat. Yeah, I saw the hat for sure. Michael Mickles! My boy! I'm so happy to see you, Michael Mickles, man. Comes with the 5 since I'm broke today, but I can't let you take back your resemblance to Vegapunk. Yo, I take it back, bro. I ain't mean it, yo. You know something? No, I'm not taking it back, yo. As long as I can graduate tomorrow. Do I even want to graduate tomorrow? What would I do? You know what I mean? I'll save me some money. It'll save me some money, but I still have some experience to learn. You know what I mean? But I'll bring the picture. Be like, bro, look at him and look at me. Do we look the same? Anybody who says yes, I might smack him. Legit, I might smack him. But then I'll be like, okay, as long as it gets me a free ride. You know what I mean? If it gets me a free ride and I don't have to pay for any more classes, heck yeah, bro. I'll bring that Vegapunk picture upward in my wallet as my license thing. You know what I mean? Oh, sir, could I see your license? Oh, absolutely. I'll give him the thing. Dr. Vegapunk, my bad, dog. Yeah, my bad. Oh, you good, homie. You good. You know what I mean? It just depends. If I get benefits from it, I will rock the Vegapunk. If not, I don't know, man. You know, that head is a little too big for me. That head is a little too big for me, man. But Michael was I broke today, but I can't let you think about your resemblance to Vegapunk. Also, warping might be how we get to the moon. We'll get split up, of course. You already know it. It's One Piece. We're always gonna get split up. But Michael Mickles, man, thank you so much for taking the time. Even though you said you were broke, you still came in here to not only watch the stream, but bro, you never have to super chat, bro. I appreciate anyone who does. And the fact that you did today, bro, I really, really appreciate you, man. You know, it's nothing but love, Michael, bro. Nothing but love. But this man says, warping might be how we get to the moon. And if that's the case, then can we expect Van Augur to meet us up there on the moon? Could you imagine how hype that would be? We're down here, we warp up to the moon, and Van Augur just has a shot just ready. Like, yo, y'all thought you were up here by yourselves? Blackbeard versus Monkey D. Goatman on the moon? The place that can actually handle that battle? That'd be peak fiction. That'd be peak fiction, man. That'd be some peak. But Michael, man, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, bro. Seriously, everybody who came out, not even outside the individuals who donated and became members. Like, I appreciate everybody who showed out tonight. But the people who donated and became members, nothing but love to y'all, man. Because like I always say, y'all don't have to do that. So the fact that y'all did, it means the world. It means the world. This is where we get NL back. Fuala peasy. If anything leads to NL coming back, it's automatically top 1. Anything that leads to Eminem making a return, that's going to be his recovery. You know what I mean? his actual recovery. Not the album, his actual recovery. I am the game. Yo, legit lazy mofos. Like, bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. The game. And one style, bro. Pluto. And one, man. Yo, Volcom Stone, I appreciate you, man. I really, really do. Dr. Recon Punk. And it's actually kind of fire. Fall Piece, that's actually kind of fire. 2003, I was playing Sonic Heroes. Yo, Katakuri, legit. My cousin, the one who told me the chapter was out, he was the one that had that one. He had Sonic Heroes, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Chaos. Like, we used to be on that hard. All three of them. I loved those. My brother's playing Sonic Frontiers. Looks incredible. Like, while he's been playing Sonic Frontiers, I'm playing God of War Ragnarok, and it's just Sonic Frontiers looks fantastic. Noel says Coach with a doctorate degree soon. I'm telling you, yo. Vortex says, you noticed how Shaka ignored Frankie's question when he modified Kuma about when he modified Kuma. Also, what do you think Shaka is about to show the strides look very important? That's actually a very, very good question, Vortex. Excuse me, so I want to answer the first one. About Shaka ignoring Frankie's question about when he modified Kuma. That, of course, is going to come up later on. And I'm sure that at the time he was like, okay, let's just relax here for a sec, right? But obviously we're going to find out more about that later on in the line. It just wasn't the right time. But in regards to Shaka, what he's about to show them, could you imagine? Okay, so I think it's going to be one of two things. Number one, this is how we all get back together. And Vegapunk is like going to show them either another thing like this giant robot we just saw, or he's actually going to show us some futuristic technology, maybe the one that inspired him, right? So maybe he has this one part of the ancient civilization in his like lab hidden somewhere, and of like maybe the first piece he ever found from ancient civilization, which is like, I don't know, man, a body part or a mech, a giant, like an oars mech or whatever it is, like something like the one that we see on the bottom. But and maybe in his lab somewhere, like the first specimen he ever found. I think it's going to be something like that. Something that is going to get everyone, it's going to have Usopp with the sparkly eyes, Robin going crazy over seeing voice entry stuff, Nami with the berries popping out for how much you could sell it for, and it's going to have Usopp with the sparkling eyes, Frankie's going to be going crazy, like how can I build that thing? It's got to be something like that. If those characters are there, then it's got to be something that's going to involve all of them. So what he's probably going to show them is going to be a piece of machinery from back then. We just don't know what it is. Either that could be ancient weapon time. And I'm not saying Vegapunk is an ancient weapon. But it could be ancient weapon time in regards to blueprints, in regards to seeing certain texts in regards to the ancient weapons. You know, it could be a lot of things. But because it was pretty much confirmed in this chapter, the library, the texts, the ancient texts are going to be brought up in Elbaf, it's safe to assume what we're about to see here in Egghead is like visual representations of that. So machinery, stuff of that nature like that we've already seen. I'm going to assume whatever the most prized possession of that is what Shaka's about to show them. So that would be my guess, Vortex. Subra says, listen to this Recon chapter 446 color spread. Check it out. It says Elbaf after I think we go to Elbaf. So chapter 446 is color spread. Let's see, Subra. Yo, OMG says, can't wait for NL. Me too, OMG. Yo, that junk's going to be amazing. 446. I can't wait for NL to come back. Dr. Hogback. I just finished rereading this arc earlier this year. I absolutely loved every second of it. Dude, if they're rocking something like this, Subra, in Elbaf, it would be so dope. It would be like, you remember how leading into Wano, we wanted to see like the Wano outfits. The Elbaf outfits are going to go crazy. Look at Gladiator Frankie, man. Yeah, nah, they're going to go crazy. Telling you, man, Shank's gotta go in. Yeah, Billy Evans. I'm playing Ragnarok on the PS5. On the PS5. Oda is in prime Undertaker form. Facts, Ed. Facts. He's like, I don't know what form Oda's in, but I'm trying to be in. I'm trying to be in that form. My sister's reading the chapter now. She said Vegapunk silhouette reminded her of M. Yeah, OMG. So I thought of two things. I thought of M, and I thought of, I don't know if anybody in the chat has ever read Oyasumi Punpun. But in Oyasumi Punpun, whenever the main protagonist was like shadowed out, it would look like that. And I was like, am I reading Punpun? Like, well, what the flagnards am I seeing here? You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Insane. That is interesting, though. So OMG says it might not be a tall crown, but a tall head. So if it's like a Vegapunk situation and it actually is a tall head rather than a tall crown, with the spikes too, that's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, so Subra says Vegapunk is making the warp fruit. So like another version, like an artificial version of the warp fruit. And that's why he said that. I think so. What do you think? Seraphim Crocodile with the warp fruit. Just give him the One Piece. Give him the One Piece, yo. Seriously. It says, oh my goodness, Recon, I did not know that you were live. Yo, it's Zed. So earlier last week, and it's also my computer's tripping. Like right now, it's tripping super, super hard. But earlier, I think it was last week or the week before, they not only stopped notifying people when they go live on YouTube, but they also put in a different tab. So now, once this thing goes live, it goes to less people in like recommended. Not only when it's live, even when I am live, or even like after the stream goes off. Now, because of this new tab feature for lives, less people are going to be finding it, which is so stupid. It's like I thought the whole point of YouTube competing with Twitch was to get more eyes on the streams. Hey, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You know what I mean? Maybe I am Dr. Vegapunk. All right? But if I was in a meeting room with YouTuber now, I'd be like, hey, man, you know, this little tab feature you have here, it ain't working. It ain't working. Because I have been told that nonstop for the past like 3 weeks, Zed, just like you. The stream notifications are going off. We can't find the stream after it airs. It's like, it's YouTube, man. I don't know. It's like, I really wish that I could do something about it. I really wish. But it sucks. It really sucks. But no, I appreciate you stopping by, Zed, man. The chapter truly was heat. Missed this weekly experience is actually unmatched, starting the week off with watching Bleached and reading Kingdom Ippo and reading Goat Piece at the end of the week. So, dude, Missed right now is, I think, the most fun I've ever had. Like, bro, it's the stuff I'm experiencing off air. It's the anime and the manga I'm experiencing on camera. It's just been such a special experience this year. It's just heat. It's gas. But yo, now that you bring up Ippo has been going so hard. I need to catch back up to Kingdom. But Ippo has been going so hard, man. Bro, Trails is special. I finished the Sky Trilogy and now I've just finished Chapter 2 of Zero. Yo, no air. So first and foremost, Sky Trilogy, absolutely amazing. But yo, Crossbell, son? Oh, Trails from Zero! Peak, goat. Yo, man, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. No, that series is special. That's the one, man. You know what I mean? Trails is on a different level. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. You got a goat man as your profile picture. I just finished playing God of War 1 on PS3 and then started 2. Great games, Billy Evans. Great games. Punpun is goated. Very, very goated. Extremely goated. Just hits the soul and makes you a little depressed at times, but it's definitely goated. Robin crying of joy, one of the most love-filled panels of the year. 100% Syndratic. One of the best panels of the year. I bet Oda imagined it so long ago, Syndratic. I would dare say, at the very least, since we found out about the man marked by flames, shout out to Recon who said it earlier. From the moment we found out that there was a person who was a man marked by flames, from that moment until there, he thought about, that Robin panel, I'm sure. But to know that Ohara's destruction led to the creation of the Revolutionary Army means that this has been something that Oda's been cooking for a long time. And that hits, man. That hits. Facts, LMAO, JK. Like, it's only just... It's hiding videos that should not be hidden with the streams. They knocked on the door. It happens, man. It happens. It happens. It's not the first time. It's not the first time. It's why we have to whisper yell, man. I don't care, dog. We're witnessing the peak. We're waiting to see the peak. I was like, yo, who's knocking on the door? Now it makes sense. That makes sense. I'm not answering, though. It's like Lazy People says, the Gordo say you're listening. Look, everyone knows that Thursday night at some point in time at night, peak is being experienced. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault peak fiction is being experienced. Yeah, facts. Well, Pluto says right here. With people should join the Discord for notifications. Facts. If you would like to join the Discord or follow me on Twitter, I at least for the One Piece reactions, I always try to post the links there in both of those. And if I don't do it, then one of the mods will do it for sure. So if you're not getting notifications, please make sure to join the Discord. If nothing else, then just for that. Third was amazing. That one is my favorite Trails game, but it really is close with SC. Both of them touch my heart. Both of them are beautiful games. Incredible games. Honestly, I'm right there with you in regards to from that trilogy. SC and Third just always, it just depends on the day which ones I'm feeling more. So we can all agree Saul is the man marked by flames, right? Yes, the creator. I would dare say after this chapter that is definitely that is most certainly the way that we're headed, right? Michael Mickle says, I would love to see Nami have a little face-off versus Eno. Now she has Zeus. Same. She was so afraid of him in the past, so really saw her growth. Dude, and it would be a great callback considering that even in the past, she was willing to stand up for him. Like, it was just Nami and Luffy there in the final part against Eno. And she was holding her own. Like, there was a lot of great Nami character moments there. And then Luffy, of course, had that legendary, like, someone in the Pirate King's crew shouldn't look like that, right? And it was some great moments. But to have her now utilizing Zeus would be so cool against Eno. I caught up to the Chihaifu anime. You were really spitting, man. Can't believe it's actually one of my favorites. Man, Taichi. Taichi the goat. Taichi the flippin' goat, son. Yes, sir. You understand. You see the vision, man. I need to finish the manga, bro. I'm so close, and it's so goated. So goated, but I'm glad you enjoyed the anime, man. But shout out to Taichi, bro. Truly the legend. Where they knocked who? No, it isn't the first time, yo. Like, trust me, it happens. Especially when Kingdom, bro. When I was reading Kingdom, son, I'd be like, oh, my bad. It's One Piece, dog. I can't do nothing, man. It's the GOAT. Careful, coach. You don't want to be erased. Look, if the what's that called? The massive Uranus type thing that happened with Lucia. If it ends up happening, you know why. You know why. Yo, California Penguin, I am. And I would highly recommend it. So California Penguin is talking about AJ's reactions to One Piece, which AJ Alexander, both on YouTube and on Twitch, as an individual, is currently catching up to the series. He's currently at Eni's lobby, and man, it has been a wonderful experience. I have to watch the VODs because whenever he's streaming, I'm unable to attend it live. But the VODs have been really special, and the reviews after that have also been really good too. So if you're looking forward to like seeing someone who wishes to read the greatness, right, and is catching up to the series through the manga, definitely check him out, man. An awesome individual. I already loved his stuff before he got into One Piece. I still let him know every single day. I'm like, brother, or almost there, like as often as I can. Like, yo, my boy's reading the Goat Piece. Chapter 466 covers story of the building walls. The tattoo of dragon's face is designed, so that is a symbol of revolution, or was it a symbol of ancient kingdom? So, Subra, I honestly believe it might be the symbol of ancient kingdom, or I'm still saying it. It might be the symbol on Nika's face, man. Legit, the symbol of freedom, which it would be like the symbol of revolution, freedom, because all those symbols, they originate from somewhere, and what better than the person who literally represented that 800 years ago with Nika, right? So I'm still sticking with that. He's reading Robin's flashback tomorrow. Goat. Yeah, I'm looking forward to catching up on the VODs again. Right now I'm on Haji. Whew. Hajimori final chapter, and I can't fathom it. I really don't know if I can get much higher as a Trails fan. Ashen Jiro. The finale, that entire final section of Hajimori is like, dog, it is peak, son. It is legendary. That might be my favorite section of the whole series up until this point, dude. That's how much I love that flipping finale. It's so goated. So goated. And it contains my favorite moment in the whole series as well. Just legendary. For sure, Miss, man. For sure. Sane, speaking of Trails, dude. Sane comes in and says, just finished the chapter and joined the stream. I need the crew to visit Saul and Elbaf already. Dude. After this chapter, Elbaf hype is like next level. You know what I mean? I really can't wait for that Robin and Saul reunion. It's gonna bring a tear to the eye for sure. No break. DJ, you're right. No break. Let's go. How do you not go on break after this chapter? How does a human being not go on break after this chapter? Oh, man, dude. Who writes a chapter like this and is like, yo, we're getting another one? Goodness gracious. Wow. By the way, have you checked out Windbreaker yet? Not yet, Subra. I have it on the to read list. I've actually been catching up on the anime from this season that I was behind on, that I'm really enjoying. And then like outside of that, of course, I've been playing Kuro no Kiseki and God of War. But so that's like been my and then all the other stuff I'm doing for school, reading wise, like experiencing fiction and stuff. But Windbreaker's definitely on the list, trust me. I'm excited. Ever since what you told me, and I'm in the mood for some sports and some romance stuff, man, we're going to be in like somewhere. I'll let you know, Subra. Whether it be on stream or on Twitter, whatever it is, I'll let you know whenever I check it out. What if the last poneglyph was an Elbaf? Someone has it. DJ, that potentially could be the case. At this point, Elbaf could have it all. You know, poneglyphs, void sentry information. It might have everything. It might have everything. Yo, Iron, for sure, yo. For sure. Yeah, we'll be here for a little longer, and then I'll wrap things up, but for sure, yo. If you don't mind me asking, how do you get the Gorosei role in your Discord? Namer, if they don't give it to you by tomorrow around midday, because I'm sure some of my mods are sleeping because it is that time of the day for them over there. If they don't give it to you by tomorrow, at me in the Discord tomorrow for you, and same thing for Ashen Samurai Jiro. For both of y'all, let me know if it's not done before tomorrow, like, because when the mods wake up, they always take care of that. But if it's not done, then just remind me tomorrow in the Discord, and then we'll definitely make sure to make it happen. Because like I said, the mods are probably asleep. The mods of the Discord, at least, and they'll definitely make sure to get you in there. Yo, GoldenEye, I appreciate you, man. GoldenEye says, I'm glad I get to experience these moments with you, Recon. I'm glad I get to experience these moments with all of y'all as well, man. It's been a really special year. It's been a really, really special year. And so, just being able to experience this with all of you guys every single week, it's only elevated ever since we started doing these streams. So I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. I really do. I love Cody King. How do you feel about Dorohero's so Dorohedoro, I haven't watched the anime for that, but I've read the manga. I need to. Is it still ongoing? I remember I read up to where they were at the time, and then I stopped, and then I haven't read it since. But I really, really enjoyed Dorohedoro, the manga. Like I said, I haven't watched the anime, but the manga I really enjoyed. And the author's newest work, Die Darks. Oh, I didn't even know. So the author is working on. So I'm pretty sure Dorohedoro ended then. But no, I really liked it. And then if they already have a new series out, that means I gotta go finish Dorohedoro and get on Die Darks. So thank you for letting me know that I love Cody. I also really love her work, world building, and comedy. The comedic. What I loved about Dorohedoro personally, I love Cody, is how much it reminded me of Watchmen. Have you read the Watchmen graphic novel? The way Dorohedoro's panels were structured reminded me so much of Watchmen, man. The vibe, the aesthetic, everything about it. I enjoyed it a lot when I was going through it. Facts, Subra. Going 3 chapters every month. And like OMG says, I was expecting a break, but Oda said, nah, like, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Yo, King, did you ever watch/read Magi? Flipping Magi, man. That was, so let me give you a little Recon history. On the old channel, I covered a lot of series. A lot of series. And that was one of them that I just covered when the anime was weekly. That was such a fun time. But the manga, for a while, we were covering that one, man. And then I stopped covering it after a certain event happened that really made me mad. Like, I don't get mad when reading manga, or, like, well, reading anything, honestly. But there was one event while reading manga, it legitimately, like, frustrated me. And in a good way, It was storytelling. But at the time, it just, I'm not even going to say what it is, because it's a spoiler. But it really angered me. And so... but it's a series I absolutely adore, and I haven't covered it, I think, since. But it most certainly is something that that I used to cover back in the day. It was one of my weeklies. You know, the Magis, the Torikos, the Bleaches, the One Pieces. In the midst of all of that, I was covering Magi. That was one of my goats at the time. Shout out to Sinbad, though, man. Shout out to Sinbad. Yo, Michael Mickles, NaNoWriMo is going great so far, yo. Like, great. As a matter of fact, earlier this morning, I got added more to the word count, and so far it's been going great. I appreciate you for asking, yo. I need to catch back up to Mob Psycho Super, man. I really do. I watched Film Red for the first time today. Oh, Syndratic, you watched it. Nice. And it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I cried so much I might have flooded the theater. Syndratic, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I loved it too, yo. It was so special. Really one of the all-time go-to theater experiences. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Syndratic, man. Like I was saying last week, we're living in a time period as One Piece fans where, son, I don't know how it happened, but chapter, episode, and movie might have all changed this year. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, it's a special, special time, man. But yeah, Film Red was awesome, man. I loved it so much. And I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Syndratic, man. I am. Facts, Kata Curry. Ever since I finished it, New Genesis has also been stuck in my head, yo. DJ says, I really need to know what happened to my goat Law. I expect that he'll be defeated by Blackbeard, but I hope escapes. You know, Law, Mr. Law is raw. Obviously, I expect that too. He's going to be defeated by Blackbeard, but we're hoping that something happens here because it is a situational thing, right? Excuse me, and they're so good in the water that we honestly have no idea. We could assume that somebody interferes or whatever happens there. But something I do wonder, DJ, is do we only see the aftermath from that battle, or do we cut back to it at some point as well? At this point, stay on Egghead. You know what's awesome about One Piece? Before, in the middle of Law and Blackbeard, we were like, yo, stay here. Law, Blackbeard, Law, BB, Law, BB, Law, BB. I love Law and Blackbeard with every fiber in my being. But don't cut away right now. We had too much peak on Egghead Island. You know what I mean? And I say that, but when we cut to Law versus Blackbeard, I'm going to be screaming. But that's just the thing about One Piece, man. It really is. It's just the thing about One Piece. Oh, so I love Cody. You have watched. You have read Watchmen. That's awesome. Yeah, that is might still be my favorite graphic novel. It's somewhere around here, wherever in the world it is. But that was one of those series that stuck with me for such a long time. Yeah, yo, Lazy Bubbles, I saw that. So, Dan, shout out to Laz. He put me on that earlier this year. I caught up to it, love it. And I'm so glad it's getting an anime. That means more people can get onto it. God of High School speaks universal language. Shout out to God of High School. That was one that all of my friends, like the ones that I speak to on a regular basis, they're all into God of High School, man. Like, God of High School, Tower of God, like all of those. I really, really like Tower of God. I'm just not caught up to it. But I really like Tower of God. God of High School, I watched the anime, and then I've seen a few things from the manga. That's the one or from the webtoon. That's the one I have not almost checked anything out from the webtoon. But I just know that people love it. Same thing with solo leveling. Like when it comes to solo leveling, Tower of God and God of High School, I know so many people who are into those. I just, the only one out of those that I've actually like experienced is Tower of God. Hakuryu gonna be my favorite. Yo, shout out to Hakuryu, yo. Shout out to Hakuryu. Super says, check out the title of chapter 479. Warrior of Hope. My goat. My goat, Monkey D. Goat Man. You know what I mean? Monkey D. I was the only one there at my Film Red show. You were the only one there? Man, but Pluto, hey, that means you had the whole theater yourself, dude. That means you were the king. Pluto was the king in that theater. That's super dope. I mean, I've heard that too. Like, I've heard people have gone and there's been empty seats, and I've heard other people say it's been packed. Like, mine was packed when some other people that went, it was extremely packed. For others, it was like empty. It's because this time they had it in a lot more theaters. Like, for Stampede, every theater was packed because it was in limited showing. But now they had it in so many. Like, bro, I took a drive, or I was in the car last Saturday, and going a couple of miles from where I live, passed by another theater that really does not show anime. I'd never seen anime, at least there. And I saw a Film Red poster there. As a matter of fact, I still have the picture that I took of it. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, they have a Film Red poster here? They actually played the movie here? And I was like, wow. So, and then, of course, earlier this week, it was revealed that it broke 10 million in the box office. Which, if y'all don't know, the Broly movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly, a movie I absolutely adored. I'm a huge Dragon Ball tard, right? So, it's something I grew up with, and of course, it's Dragon Ball. But to know that Film Red, Dragon Ball sold 9.8 mil. Film Red has that 10. I was like, even more than Dragon Ball? I couldn't believe it. Like, that's whenever I was like, man, One Piece is out here. Like, and I know there's a lot of people who have watched Film Red who have no knowledge of the series. That's just what happens when movies drop. I just hope some of those people who watched Film Red and didn't know about One Piece, that it gave them some sort of interest to check out the series, right? That's what happened with Strong World. It was what happened with Film Z and Film Gold and Stampede and all of these. So I hope Film Red, even though they're gonna think One Piece is High School Musical, right? After that one, and with the goats, I just hope that there was. So could you imagine? So they come off of experiencing the peak this Film Red. It's like, oh yeah, man, I can't wait to see more from Shanks. Can't wait to see more from this character and this character. It's like, buddy, you're in the same situation as us. You know what I mean? You're in the same exact situation as us. I hope so too, Billy Evans, that they animate the entire manga for Magi. For Magi, for Reborn, for Toriko, Hajime no Ippo, Chihaya Furu, Nana. I mean, there's endless series that I wish could make a comeback and finish. You know what I mean? I know Chihaya Furu will. In Hajime no Ippo, I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. In that chapter, Luffy defeats Oars. Was Oars the last Joy Boy? That's what the Giants tried. I mean, it's super. That very well could be the case, and that would be super cool as to like that shadow entering Luffy just felt natural, you know, or entering Oars. Luffy's shadow entering Oars probably felt very natural if that was actually the case. And I've always loved that theater or that experience. I said theater because I read Jiro's comment here. Film Red was an amazing experience. I will never forget. My theater was amazing. Uta and her music I still listen to this day. And the final attack, my dude, peak fiction, Jiro. That final attack. The day after I watched the movie, I watched so many theater reactions. So many theater reactions just to see how other people react to those scenes, if they reacted the same way I did. Because I couldn't talk about it, right? I was like, man, I gotta find someone else to talk about this greatness. Because, of course, of where I was, right? I wasn't with my friends and I wasn't able to talk about it online. So I was like, you know what? Has anyone else seen this peak? And there's so many theater reactions. I love theater reactions. It's just something that I enjoy, and I watched a whole bunch of them. Yo, man, somebody brought up Air Gear, dude. So Kata Curry says Air Gear and D-Gray Man. So D-Gray Man I think will be coming for sure. D-Gray Man's very, very popular, and D-Gray Man Hollow was actually really good. I love D-Gray Man. It's that'll come back. D-Gray will come back. Air Gear, though, that's interesting because Air Gear was treated like Beelzebub, where after it got to a certain part, the rest of the manga was just forgotten. Like they just never got to it. 300 chapters, uncovered content. That's what happened with Air Gear and Beelzebub. Air Gear might still have like a top 5 soundtrack in anime for me. I love that. I still listen to it when I'm writing sometimes. That Air Gear soundtrack slaps. Slaps. Recon, have you read Eden Zero? I'm actually in the middle of catching back up to it. Or so, just like with Dorohedoro, Billy Evans, I caught up to where Eden Zero was. Then I let it stack, and now I need to catch back up to it, right? So I'll get back to it because I know it's like 200 chapters ahead, or I don't know where it's at right now. But Laz tells me every single time I see him, you gotta catch back up to Eden Zero. You gotta catch back up to Eden Zero. I'm like, yo, I gotta go. I gotta catch up to it. Everybody gangs until we get to Gear 5 Goat Man. Yo, Studio P, we already saw it in chapter 1044, yo. Gear 5 Goat Man. The goat of goats. Yo, Rothboss, the chapter was peak. The chapter was peak. Oh, he loved it. So Katakuri says he watched it today in empty theater, but my uncle, who doesn't really watch anime, knows nothing about One Piece, and luckily he loved it. That is awesome. When somebody who doesn't know anything about One Piece and doesn't really watch anime loves an experience like that, it's always super, super cool. When I watched it, it was packed. I'm going again, and my sister and I are the only ones watching. Oh, that's cool. So it's like you get the theater experience, then you get like the personal experience. That's super, super cool. That's fastest film ride showing in my town was like a crossover episode. That's awesome. So true about Stampede. I had one showing 30 kilometers away from me. It was packed because it was OMG. When I went, I actually saw a bunch of other YouTubers there. Like, and some people saw me. I didn't even see them. Like some of my subscribers saw me, and I didn't see them. Whenever I went to go watch Stampede. Stampede was insane. Stampede was absolutely insane. It was packed to the flipping rafters. And I felt like I legitimately knew like 50% of the... That's a lot. I thought it's like 25% of the faces I saw, because I was like, yo, why are there so many YouTubers here? It was crazy. When I went to go watch Stampede. I've started watching Gintama. Goat-tama. Enjoy Goat-tama, Namer. Enjoy Goat-tama, man. Goated series. I need Madhouse to anime talking over his... Pluto, don't try me. Don't try me. Honestly, this has been an excellent year for One Piece and fans. I love Cody. For as long as I've been doing this, I've said this a few times in the past couple of years, but I think at the time, I thought 2018 and 2019 were really special because there was so much that was happening. The series was getting really, really popular. We were getting so much great stuff in the anime and the manga. 2015 was a really special year. 2010 and 2009 are the biggest years for One Piece as a whole. It put it on the map again. It was no longer regarded as like the 4Kids version. That's when like people really started taking One Piece serious. Was 2009, 2010. You know, the Marineford boom, the Strong World boom, all that stuff, right? And then another boom happened in 2013. Dressrosa was popping off. Toonami brought back One Piece on its TV, so more people got back into it. 2015, another boom happened. It was Dressrosa, Zoe, Whole Cake. Then 2018, going into Wano, obviously a big one. 2019, Hungry Days, Stampede, all that stuff. But this year has given us some of the best episodes in the entire series. Some of the greatest chapters in the entire series. And we got a movie. And then on top of that, we hit the mainstream with the "Can we get much higher" meme. Which is so crazy to me. But it's been a big year for One Piece, man. It has. And it's crazy because we've only gotten 30 chapters this year. It's reminiscent of 2014. 2014, we didn't have a lot of chapters released because Oda was sick. But we've only had 30 chapters released, and by the time the year ends, it'll be like 33 chapters, I want to say. Probably like mid-December will be the final chapter of the year. So 33, 34 chapters, right? Oda took a month off. So around there is a safe assumption. But just based on what we have right now, it is already among the absolute greatest years in the history of the series, if not the greatest. I know it's the most fun I've had reading the series. And like I said, I've been doing this for a very, very long time, a decade. And this year was just special. And it just continues to be special, man. We'd love to see it. We love to see it. Billy Evans, I have not read Made in Abyss, but I watched it. I reacted. Did I react to Made in Abyss? I've done so much stuff, I don't even remember, man. All I know is I've watched Made in Abyss Season 1, have not watched Season 2, but I love Season 1. I love to see them adapt the rest of the Berserk. Alvaro Chavez, me too, bro. And I'm talking about a legitimate adaptation, not what we got, in 16. I'm talking about a legitimate adaptation of the rest of Berserk post Golden Age would be beautiful, just beautiful, man. Yeah, facts in the mirror. You're on too much peak, yo. You're on too much peak. Super says, I have 2 info which are still unsure. The Japanese fans have submitted a petition to Toei for 2 things. Number 1, cover story animation. 2, God Valley movie. Toei decides now. So, cover story animation. The anime-only fans, if no other cover story gets done, at the bare minimum, we need the NL cover story in the anime. At this point, it's like it's a must. To be experiencing One Piece right now, you need to have the knowledge, the backstory, the background of the NL flashback. It's just a necessity, bro. So give us the NL give us the NL cover story, give us the whole cake, the current cover story. That'd be a great couple episode filler. Why not? And the God Valley movie. If we get a God Valley movie, we said this after Stampede. How could they surpass Stampede? They give us a Shanks movie. How can you surpass a Shanks movie? A God Valley movie? Get out of here. That'd be so peak. So peak. Missed facts, man. The 2 true goats, man. Seriously. Yo, Miss, since you enjoyed Ippo and Chihaya Furu, another sports anime I have on the same level as those. I talked about it in my favorite sports anime and manga series of all time. I recommend a few of these to you right now, just in case you haven't experienced them. Ashita no Joe, if you're looking for another series like Ippo, Joe was one of my all-time favorite manga, not just sports manga. It's like Ippo and Chihaya Furu, where it's in my top 10 favorite manga list. Ashita no Joe, definitely check it out. Tomorrow's Joe was the English translation, but Ashita no Joe, slam dunk, goatness. If you're itching for some sports, definitely Ashita no Joe, slam dunk, Real. If you're looking for a character-driven sports series, definitely check out Real. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head for just manga. There's a lot I've watched for anime. But for manga, in terms of the ones that I have at like the upper echelon, like the highest level, it's those. And then obviously Haikyuu. But Haikyuu I associate more with the anime because I'm anime only. I haven't read the manga for Haikyuu. Yo, good night, GoldenEye, man. Thank you for stopping by. I'm about to stop it here. Bar M comes in with a 5. It says, still think Megumi Ishitani is doing chapter 1022 The Stars Take the Stage as her next directed episode before Gear 5, probably early 2023. So, I think, I want to say, just because I want another Ishitani episode, that will be the one that we see at Bar M. It feels like either 1022 or 1023 just feel like Ishitani chapters. They both feel like Ishitani types of chapters. So I could see it for either one. But because of the pace in which we're going for the anime, like you said, we only get 2 Ishitani episodes a year. So it's probably going to be that one and then the Gear 5 one. And like, God, at this point, the pace we're going, it could be like, man, April, May, June that we get the Gear 5 chapter animated. So it'll give Ishitani plenty of time. Toei, I should say, plenty of time. Before the Gear 5 stuff. I don't know how they're going to do that stretch. What are they going to do, man? I know 1043 is going to get the lesser end of the stick, right? Where just the final part is going to be the part that's necessary. 1042 needs a goated adaptation. 1043, as long as the final part is goated, that's all we're going to care about. 1044 in its entirety needs to be flipping goated. 1045 in its entirety needs to be flipping goated. So it's like they're going to have that one breather with 1043, sort of. But 1042, 1044, 1045, it's like, Toei's going to have to be on their A game. And I believe they will be. To me, it's the greatest year of One Piece. Me too, Subra. Me too. When my favorite chapter, episode, and movie all change in 1 year, it's a great year. It's a great year. Shout out to Tokyo Ghoul Zero. Great series. The One Piece animation or anime directors did say they will animate the cover stories after the Wano anime. Vortex, that's what we need. Legit, man. Legit. If we want, if there's filler that people want to see, it's the cover stories. Bro, it is the easiest filler you could ever want. They already did it before. In the beginning of the series, the Kobe, Helmeppo, and Garp stuff was cover story. Just do that again. And let us eat. You know what I mean, bro? And then they did it again with animated certain cover stories during the Reverie arc, where we got to see some of that being animated. It's like, bro, they had the experience to do so. They just don't do it. They just don't do it. One thing, please answer. I think the cover story ends this chapter. What do you think the next cover? I would also love a Yamato cover story, Subra. Please. I would be fiending for that. I don't know about that, DJ. I feel like the Hiyori stuff and the Gear 5... I think 1044 should just be done the same way that it is. Because remember, episode 1000... splitting between the Yamato stuff and the Roof Piece stuff was so well done. If we do that again with the Hiyori stuff and with the Gear 5 stuff, zenith. It would be zenith. So I honestly think that the Hiyori stuff should be kept there, personally. So I think it just fits thematically. Now 1043 needs to be good. No, I'm saying it needs to be good. You're right. Menacing Cutter, you're absolutely right. 1043 needs to be good 110%. I'm talking about in terms of getting like the highest level treatment. When the other three need to get the highest level treatment, one of them needs... It's like the Roof Piece episodes, right? Where 1015 and 1017 were insanely goated. That 1018 and 1016, it felt like they didn't compare to those two, even though they were still good episodes. W Stream, yo, Bar M, I appreciate y'all. Dude, I appreciate... Yo, Jack Me Off, I appreciate you for being... I appreciate you for being here. Yo, this might have been the longest stream we've done since, like, those other chapters. But, dog, I appreciate y'all so much for stopping by. Like Katakuri says, I wonder if they'll add the Looney Tunes sound effects. That'd be so awesome. That'd be so awesome. But, yo, I truly, truly appreciate y'all for being here with me, man. This was an awesome stream. We discussed a lot of greatness. This chapter was special. So much to think about. Oh my gosh. Dragon, the Revolutionary Army, the amazing Robin moment, Jaguar D's Saul, Ancient Kingdom, Vegapunk, what he actually looks like, Ohara. It's just, the chapter was special, bro. It was a great one, man. But dude, no, I love Cody, man. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Just thank y'all. Absolutely Namario, Lazy Mofos, Jiro, Aren Vanderbleek, Super, Pluto. I appreciate everyone. Literally everyone that stopped by, man. It means the world. It really, really means the world. So, I appreciate y'all. Yo, Super says Laz's video. Yo, check out my boy Laz's reaction, man. Michael Mickles, yo, good night. Vortex, good night. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. Take care. The GOAT piece is real, y'all. Can we get much higher? I don't know, bro.